Hey everybody, Chad McNabb, driving in East Tennessee again. Right now, I'm on the Cherohala skyway, just a few miles outside the little town of Tellico Plains, Tennessee. And the Tellico River here is on my left. Of course, I'm from Tellico Plains originally. I lived here until I was 10 years old. Then my dad worked at Cleveland Cherokee Company in Cleveland, Tennessee, which is about 45, 50 miles from here. And he used to drive to work there every day. So when I was 10, my family moved to Cleveland. So I know a lot about Tellico. And then, like I said, this is Cherohala Skyway, and if you went back the other way, you could go to 11 miles was Indian Boundary Campground. It's a big campground. It has a lot of several camping areas, a lake, a small lake that you can take a boat out on, but only can use your trolling motor, not the regular motor. Canoes, kayaks, of course. Fish in it. It has a beach area. They have a store up there too. Then you can take Cherohala Skyway all the way back into Robbinsville, North Carolina. And there's a lot of overlooks and pull-offs that you can pull off. And of course, it's very popular with motorcycle drivers. Go over it. I believe I think it's the top. It gets up to 5,500 feet in elevation, which may be the highest road in the east of the Mississippi River that you can drive across, if I'm not mistaken. Now you see all these motorcycles coming through. It took many years to finally get the road built all the way through to into North Carolina. There's a wagon train they hold every year where people drove their horse and wagons up through this way, and it took a lot of them to finally got the money raised by the state of Tennessee to finally and North Carolina too, to get the road completed. Tellico River. Of course, they stock the river up on where you turn off to go to Bald Rivers. Falls, that road through there, there's a ranger station. And then there's a fish hatchery up there too. And at the fish hatchery, they raise the trout. And then on usually Friday mornings, they will come out and put the trout in the river. And then on the weekends, or maybe later Friday, people will come to start fishing. You have to have a trout stamp and a fishing license to fish though. There's little pull-offs on the side of the road. People will get there early in the morning, and then when the sun starts coming up, they'll get out and start fishing. Close, almost about to get into the town of Tellico. Coming up here on my right is the local popular long-time restaurant, the Tellico Beach Restaurant. Pull up, order at the window. We got little picnics down here in the river. I used to go swimming in that river a lot right there when I was a kid. Walk across it, and they had a rope on the other side of the river on the tree. We used to swing on that rope. The beach has been there many years. My sister is 9 years older than me. She worked there when she was in high school. Now here coming up is we're now coming into the city limits of Tellico. And And right here are several cabins and houses that you can rent. And here is the Harley Davidson Cherohala store on my left. There's a restaurant there, music. And then you have these cabins, you have this covered bridge here. There used to be another bridge there when I was a kid. It was just a little concrete bridge with little steel tunnels to it. And we used to swim through those little steel tunnels, but that was torn down and they built that covered bridge there several years ago. Like I said, you got cabins over here that you can rent, stay, go fishing in the river there, go swimming. Tellico's population is about 900. It's a little small town. But you got a lot of these. Then you got the outlying little communities that surround Tellico that has more people. Turn right on this road 360. There's a church out there several miles that I used to, when my family went to when I was a kid. Now we're coming into the little, we're about to come into the little town, into the little town square. Cabin rental building. Come into the little town. There's lumber. Of course, Tellico originally, the Babcock Lumber Company used to log a lot of the woods up there in the mountains a long time ago, and that's not happened. That's been shut down for many years. Right here where it says Posh Your Heart, this brick building used to be a grocery store in there called Maury's. Right here's a little town, old co-op, little town square. Take you over here by a house I used to live in. Right here, this brick house right here on the right. I used to live, that's the house I lived in before we moved to Cleveland. There's Myers Funeral Home. And I'll take you up here to the old, where the old elementary school used to be that I went to. There's that brick building still there. That was the kindergarten that I went to. But right here is where the old elementary school used to be. It burnt down several years ago. They built a new elementary school. This road going down this hill, this is called Schoolhouse Hill, and when it snowed, this is the road where everybody came when it snowed to go sledding down this hill. Used to jump that sidewalk right there in front of the Methodist church when it's on the sled. here a little bit. Turn on Church Street. There's First Baptist Church in Tellico. This road over here on my right, I'll drive back out here and come back around and show you. I used to have, my parents used to have friends that lived in that brick house right there. You're up here. There is. Right back there used to be a store called Holland's Head. No, right here. Used to be a store called Holland's Head store. They used to sell all kinds of stuff, and especially fireworks. Let's go there and buy fireworks 4th of July. Okay, this is Highway 68. If you turn left here, it will take you up into the mountains, into a community called Coker Creek. And you can go into North Carolina that way too. Go into Murphy, North Carolina. And up there I have there's this, that's one of the few places in the mountains in East Tennessee that I know of that people live in. Because it's in the Cherokee National Forest, and I don't know a lot of other places. There may be other places in East Tennessee. Here's a lodge over here at Tellico Hotel. That's a nice lodge and hotel over here. But Gatlinburg, I guess you can call, if you want to call it Gatlinburg, in the mountains. But I don't know if I would say that Gatlinburg's exactly in the mountains. But Coker Creek you can live up there, and I have several relatives that still live over. I have an aunt, my dad's oldest sister still lives up there, and I have two cousins that still live up there too. Now we're coming in just a little commercial area right here on Tellico. And over here on my right, that's why it's called Tellico Plains. You see this big field over here. And then right here on my left is your little commercial area. You got Subway, CVS, Dollar General, Save-A-Lot grocery store, Hardee's over here. I'll drive back around here in a minute and show you. Yeah, but like I said, I have several cousins that live, and my aunt still lives up in Coca Creek. And at one time, there was gold mining in Coca Creek. There may be still a little bit. Now, where they live, it's not the highest part of the mountain. It's probably, I don't know, 2,000 feet in elevation. It's not up. It's not 5,000 or 6 where the highest parts of the mountain are, but that's where they live. There's a Mexican restaurant there. There's the post office. There used to be a Piggly Wiggly grocery store there, but it was torn down. Got a couple of industries over here. There's a park, baseball field, tennis courts over here. Used to play baseball over there when I was a kid. There's a Tellico Cafe restaurant. That's a good restaurant. Like I said, Tellico Plains, this big field over here used to be. They used to go green beans in that field and there was a company called Stokely's Green Beans. There's a bank, Volunteer Federal Bank, and here's the Tellico Library. Stokely Green Beans, like I said, used to be there. Right here is the Visitor Center for Tellico, the Cherohala Skyway Visitor Center, and Charles Hall Museum right here on the left. Charles Hall was a longtime mayor of Tellico. He was the mayor back when I was a kid. Just died several years ago. And owned the telephone company up here too. He built that museum there. There's a little Tellico Mountain Realty. There's another Mexican restaurant. A big patio on the back of it. There's the old water tower right there on my right for the old Stokely plant. Some other relatives that still live up here. On my mom's side of the family. Turn left here, you go back to Etowah, Tennessee. It's about 15, 16 miles back to Etowah. It's got a population about 3,500, 4,000. Of course, that was one of the places we used to go back when I was a kid. Because, Tellico's so small, you had to go to places like there, Sweetwater, Madisonville, or Athens to do more shopping. Then the high school was back there on the left too, behind where the Save-A-Lot subway was at. The high school was back behind it. And then up this road is where the new elementary school is and the junior high school is. like I said, there's several small communities around here. You have Coke Creek, a little place called Ruralville. There is the junior high school, and the elementary school is behind it up there. It's a small little community all on the road that goes to Etowah. There's the old Yates Hardware. It's closed down now, but that was another place that you would go back in the day when I was a kid. Then you have Ball Play community, Druid Hill community. Then out here now, I'm coming back on Highway 68, and Highway 68, this way we want to go, will take you back to Madisonville, and there's a small communities out here too, between here and Madisonville. Of course, Madisonville has a population of about 5,000. And it has a Walmart, several of your chain stores. And then Athens is about 25-30 miles from here. Sweetwater is about 25 miles from here. Then Knoxville is probably 70 miles from here, 60-70 miles. And then Chattanooga is about 60-70 miles from here. But, of course, just a small little town next to the mountains, but it's beautiful scenery, though, up here. That's going to be my tour of Tellico Plains. If you want to see more videos of East Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, comment below. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching the video. Have a nice day.